Hi, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your October 14th, 2023 new moon solar eclipse reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps this channel out immensely, so thank you so much for doing so. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com, which is also listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Here, Cancer, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. And spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Interesting. I really like this. Okay, do know that we have a tendency to get in our own way. Just be aware of this, Cancer. We have the Chariot reverse coming up, and that is us getting in our own way. We're represented by the Chariot in the major arcana, so the essence of us kind of coming forward. It's reversed, so we can be having a lot of emotions. We can be really feeling things quite intensely. We're crowned with the Queen of Cups, so that's also a really beautiful thing because we're represented by the cups in the minor arcana. So we are really coming forward as powerful, loving, compassionate individuals. But just know that our emotions can be very big. So just be aware of that. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Here we have create. Oh my gosh. Whatever is your creative outlet, you need to embrace that like full throttle during this time, during this new moon. And, before this new moon and before this solar eclipse, really just embracing your creativity, what you love, what inspires you, moving forward in that energy and in that essence is just going to be so very important for you. And just to create, just to go out and create is just going to be a very beautiful thing. It can be starting a hobby or, if you can start a garden. I know if you're in the northern hemisphere and in a cold climate like I am, it's not the time for the garden starting, but you can actually, start growing little herbs and stuff like that in the house and then have so much joy when you plant them in a garden or, grow them in a windowsill. In the summertime, if you plant them in a garden in the summertime or springtime, that can bring a lot of joy, or put them outside of the windowsill. So just know that that creative energy is so important. And if you're in the southern hemisphere, I just see gardens, I see planting, I see veggies, I just see this sense of really creating something that nourishes us, which is going to be such a beautiful thing because the creativity itself nourishes us, but to see it like through food, that would be amazing for us. Let's see what Spirit has to say, wants us to be mindful of. Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. And here we have the Six of Pentacles reversed. Now, this new moon is in Libra. We are in the Libra time frame. So we're very sensitive to things being out of balance. So here, with the Six of Pentacles reversed, be mindful of things being out of balance. Be mindful of people trying to take advantage. Be mindful of just, especially financially, things being out of balance, make sure that you're being paid what you're worth. I just see a sense here of underselling yourself. And you're underselling yourself out of kindness, and that's a great thing. Okay? I mean, it's a great thing to be kind and compassionate and want to help everybody, but not at the detriment of you. So just be very aware of this. So we move to our crowning card, which is the Queen of Water, the Queen of Pentacles. And we are really embracing this Queen of Pentacles, not Queen of Pentacles, this Queen of Cups energy. And since Spirit had me say Pentacles, there's also a sense of prosperity, success, bounty. Whenever the Queen of Pentacles or the King of Pentacles come up, there's that energy of just for success. And that energy is also coming up here. Make sure that you are presenting yourself in a way that when you look in the mirror, you're super proud of what you see. This isn't being vain. This isn't being, egocentric. This is taking pride in ourselves, because Spirit is saying here, take pride in you. It is so important. It is so valuable. So with the Queen of Cups, there's also this huge sense of our heart leading us forward, what we love, what we desire for our lives, our passion, our beauty, our brilliance, really leading us forward in ways that we hadn't imagined for us. Our heart is shining, and our heart gets to shine. It brings us then to this place where we move very closely with our intuition, and that's going to be a very good thing for you to trust your intuition. Your angels are talking with you, your spirit guides are connecting with you, even your ancestors are leading you forward. But I see it more, the angel and spirit guide connection is very, very strong here. With the Three of Cups, this is celebration, this is beauty, this is a sense of coming together, this is embracing what you love, this is being happy and joyous, and again, that real sense of celebration coming forward. And that's going to be so important, to embrace what you love, to embrace your prosperity of spirit, your bounty, your beauty, and just really see yourself walking forward with this energy of grace to you. Temperance. Now, temperance is the devil energy. It's also Capricorn energy, time frame December 22nd to January 19th. And so here it has, well, it's not temperance, it's temptation. And there's a sense of things coming in our path that can easily throw us off balance. And that's why Spirit had me say temperance. So temperance is all about balance. It's all about harmony. It's very much what we're inclined towards during a Libra time frame. We move more towards justice in a Libra time frame, and temperance has us moving more towards truth. So here with temptation, it's what is just and what is true, and am I following that? Am I embracing that for me? It's also not becoming so rigid in our certain beliefs or ideologies, or ways of connecting with the world, that we become cold to certain things. So that's going to be very important here as well. But we're going to see that this is a time where I have to be careful with the words I use on YouTube, but like any temptations, substances, anything that can pull us down into darkness, that we step away from, because it can be very tempting for these things to come into our path, or for us to have this sense of release, or, oh, I just want to have fun and everybody else can. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. Everybody else can't. A lot of people go to excess. So here, keeping ourselves balanced, but also looking at the chains that have held us back, the things that we have thought, oh, I'm supposed to do this, or I'm supposed to do that, or it's supposed to be like this, it's supposed to be like that have kept us from what we truly want. This is going to be a time of release. We're going to see the time of Capricorn energy can be very, 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 very beneficial to us. Again, that December 22nd to January 19th time frame can be just such a blessing coming in. And then we have the Four of Water. The Four of Waters is God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine in the universe, handing us a gift. Are we looking at it? No. We're very focused on what we have to do right here, right now. And that sense of laser focus can be really good. We can be achieving, succeeding, really getting things done. But Spirit is wanting us to look at a bigger picture. Spirit is saying, okay, it's kind of like drawing, but only in pen, right? And you can do the shading, you can do everything. But Spirit's like, hey, I want you to add color to it. I want there to be a vibrancy to this. And this is going to be a time where we think, oh my gosh, that's so much extra work. Like, look at what I have to learn. Look at what I have to do to get to what you're telling me. And Spirit's like, just try. Divinity's like, just try. Open yourself to the universe. We get so caught in the way that certain things have to be. It has to be like this. It has to be in this time frame. It has to be like that. And spirit is just like, why? Why are you limiting yourself? You will even have people around you who say that they're so open and are so like adverse to limiting themselves. Like say they are so adverse to limiting themselves, but they do it all the time in their speech. And just be mindful because we don't want to pick up those speech patterns. We don't want to put those doubts in our own mind. And it brings us to the chariot. The chariot reverse is that something is running a little bit wild within ourselves or within our world. We need to rein it in. We need to pull things in and become focused. There's a sense of wanting to do all the things, right? Wanting to connect and do and see and go and be. And it's like, that's great, but rein it in and focus yourself because our passion and our energy and our love can make us absolutely unstoppable. But we can have a tendency, and we will have a tendency during this solar eclipse, during this, new moon, to get in our own way, to be our own worst enemy, to talk a blessing over ourselves and a curse at the exact same time and not even realize it. So this is a time where it's like, okay, what do I want? Make a vision board, take out the creativity, sit under the non-light of the full moon, of the new moon, right? So this new moon, we don't have that beacon of the full moon shining on us. And the full moon is usually when we go outside and we charge our crystals and we sit, we charge our water, we do all of that, all those rituals. And we should do them for the new moon here as well. That sense of sitting and absorbing just the void of nothing, which is extremely overwhelming to us, but also astoundingly beautiful. Just embracing the void of the endless possibilities, our connection with the universe, the fact that stardust runs through our veins. That's going to be a beautiful thing, and that is a beautiful thing. So let's see what the moon has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Oh, goodness. Show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. You see that? Okay. So we're going to start with the bonus card that came out, which is self-love reversed. It's interesting to have the Queen of Cups come forward and then have self-love still be a question for us or something that we're struggling with. This is a time where we need to embrace our love for ourselves. And we can be putting this off or like, yeah, okay, when I'm ready for it, or I'm so busy, there's no time for me. Spirit is saying, embrace loving yourself. Embrace that love that moves you forward, that guides you, that is the love of self. It's going to be something that's a little bit tricky during this time for us, or maybe it has always been. But now it's time to love you, Cancer, just fully, openly, and honestly. And it brings us to this energy here with the Queen of Cups, which says embrace the darkness, which is what Spirit was telling us before, the endless opportunities, the endless connection with the universe. It says here, it is time to release negativity, which we're having a bit of difficulty with. And it's interesting to embrace the complete love of the soul and the love of the self with, then not releasing the negativity and saying, no, I'm holding on to this. And we don't even know we're holding on to this. This is how entrenched it is in us. This moon is going to embrace us with a connection with the universe towards the nothingness. And again, that's overwhelming for us as human beings, but the nothingness is our connection with the universe. Again, stardust running through our veins, which is not poetry, it's actual science. And this is going to be a time for us to look at what are we holding on to that is hindering us, that is keeping us held back, and how do we move forward in love and grace of self. Will we know that nothing will come of the situation? Okay, will we take advantage of love and celebration if we know that it is not going to change anything? Are we only going to work towards what we think is going to be successful instead of letting again, the universe, divinity, our angels take the wheel and move us forward? The void, of course, which is what this is, with nothing will come of the situation. It happens, all the time throughout a lunar cycle. There are things and there are times where it's the void of course and things are going to go pear shaped. They're not going to go the way that you had expected, and that's okay. Will you let this stop you from celebrating yourself? Will you let this stop you from being happy? And that's what the moon is asking us right now. Will we let things that are outside of our control us? Action is reversed. We have here temptation coming forward, and then we have reverse look at the big picture. So we're having a bit of difficulty taking action. Why? Well, we can feel chained to certain things. We can feel like, but it has to be like this. And that's also that Capricorn energy coming forward, that ruled by Saturn energy, because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. We are ruled by the moon. So the different phases and faces of the moon are just so intrinsically important to us. Look at the bigger picture. We need to look at the big picture of what we want, of what we desire, not at the temptations from others, not at, what is a quick fix. And then start taking action by looking at that big picture and say, okay, where do I want to be? And then narrow it down to get to really see what you desire, what you want. The action part is going to be a little bit hard, but the looking at the big picture, kind of going into and embracing that little bit of dream is going to be very easy for us. And then taking action can be difficult because we want to do all the things all at once. And Spirit is saying here, okay, look at what's really holding you down. Like, what do you find scary or overwhelming? And then let's look at that first. Let's look at that, because once you conquer that, wow, are you going to feel really good about yourself? It brings us to the beginnings. This is a time of beginnings. The new moon is beginnings. And it says here, expect powerful change. With us being taken from our comfort zone of what we're focusing on to Spirit saying, hey, look at this, see this, connect with this, that's going to be a big deal. And that is a big deal for us. So here, this is a time of opening up doors. This is a time of change, of possibilities, of real beauty coming forward. And then it brings us to the energy of discernment reversed, and you and your loved ones are safe reversed. So it's feeling like I'm not moving forward the way that I want to. It's letting too much energy in. And we could be doing this because we're helping people and we think, oh, okay, I'm connecting, but we're actually letting in a lot of their negative energy. So just be mindful of the way that you connect with people, Cancer, during this time. You and your loved ones are safe. There is a sense or a feeling of like, I want to protect everything. I need to make sure everything is just right. I don't feel like everything is safe. It doesn't mean that everything isn't safe. Okay. Everything could be just absolutely beautifully safe, but there's a worry around us, a fear around us. Why? Why? What are we afraid of? And what are we afraid of that is not making us discerning in our actions and in our connections? And this is at a very deep level within us. It's like when we're not even conscious of. Our subconscious spirit message, we'll go with spirit message, is earth reversed. It's so important for us to connect with the earth. And Spirit saying is right now, we're not fully connected with it. So just be aware of this. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Three of Pentacles. There's something here that we think, okay, we're a team. Like subconsciously you think, okay, we're a team. And yet you're not. It's not a team effort. And that's going to be really upsetting to you. So just be aware of this. Be aware that you're thinking somebody or people are more on your side than they are. So do your work, do it well, let yourself shine, and let themselves shine. Our subconscious tarot message is the Fool. Subconsciously, we're moving towards an adventure. We're going for it. We're jumping off the cliff. And yes, we know we will fall because that is gravity, but we are also going to fly. We are also going to get to exactly where we need to be. And the Fool is showing us that we are moving forward with tenacity and spirit. And yes, people will mock us. People will doubt us, and that's okay. Let them. Let them. People doubt what they don't understand. People mock what they don't understand, and that's fine. But now it's time to open up to your heart, your soul, your passion, yourself, and let yourself shine. It moves us then to our subconscious Luna message, which is your hard work is paying off. And then we have self-reflection reversed. So your hard work is paying off. Self-reflection reversed. I think It's actually interesting here because Spirit is saying you're analyzing yourself too much. You're looking too deeply, too deeply, too deeply. It's kind of like reflect, yes, but don't get lost in that reflection. Okay, it's kind of like I see you being pulled into the looking glass, which can be a huge adventure, right? But Spirit's saying you're actually going a little bit too deep, a little bit too deep. Spirit says go deep here, right? With with you and your loved ones being safe. What are you trying to protect? But then when you see it, let yourself live. Let yourself fly like a butterfly. Let yourself express and go and be. That's going to be the best thing for you because all your hard work is paying off and you deserve joy. All right. All right, Cancer. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Cancer. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. And have a blessed solar eclipse and new moon. Bye.